This What If is on What If Naruto Unleashed the Rinnegan, A Journey of Power Destiny After a Life-Changing Tragedy Part 1. Disclaimer, I don't own Naruto nor this fanfic. Naruto was sitting on a swing looking depressed over failing the graduation exam. Naruto is a 12-year-old boy with spiky blonde hair, slightly tanned skin, and 3 whisker birthmarks on each cheek. He was wearing an orange jumpsuit with blue patches on the shoulders. He had green goggles on his forehead. As he was feeling upset, a man came up to him. It was his sensei Mizuki. Mizuki had pale blue hair that reached down to his neck. He had a Leaf Village headband in the form of a bandana. The symbol on it was a leaf with a spiral inside of the leaf. He was wearing blue pants, a blue shirt, and a green flak jacket with a red spiral on the back of the jacket. "Hi Mizuki-sensei?" Naruto greeted, still depressed. "Hey Naruto. I'm sorry that you didn't pass. I wanted you to pass. So I found something that can get you to pass," Mizuki told the blonde gleefully. "What? Really?" Naruto asked, instantly perking up. "Yes. You see, when the academy has only one student who doesn't pass the graduation exam, we have a special test for them to take," Mizuki told the boy. "That's so awesome!" The blonde boy shouted in glee. "What do I need to do?" he asked. "You need to break into the Hokage Tower and steal a scroll. Don't worry, it's all part of the test. You need to bring the scroll to a clearing at midnight and master one jutsu from the scroll before an instructor comes. Meet me in the woods in front of the Hokage Tower for more info and to begin." "Okay, I'll do it, Dad Bayo," Naruto responded gleefully. When Naruto turned around and ran, Mizuki left smiling viciously to himself for tricking him. What neither realized was they were being heard by a female with blue hair in a short Haim hairstyle. She had lavender eyes, wore blue pants and a baggy cream-colored jacket. Her name is Hyuga Hinata, and she has a noticeable to everyone else but not noticed by the person you like is their extremely dense crush on Naruto. She overheard everything and went to inform Ruka and the Hokage. When they were informed, the Hokage said that they should not interfere with the test and that they should let it play out and see how Naruto does. The Hokage does say that they should tail Naruto. Ruka and Hinata agree to this. Time skip. Naruto is in the clearing after stealing the scroll and is in the process of learning the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, Shadow Clone Jutsu. The difference between Bunshin and Kage Bunshin are that the normal Bunshin is an illusion while the Kage Bunshin are solid. They have their own chakra networks, and when they dispel, the user gains the memories of the clone. Naruto had successfully used the jutsu when Mizuki came to claim the scroll. "Naruto, you passed. You can give me the scroll now," Mizuki said. Naruto was about to comply when a man with pineapple-style brown hair and a scar across his nose burst through the forest in front of them. It was Ruka. "Naruto, Mizuki manipulated you to take the scroll. Run away. Go to the Hokage. He knows about everything. Go now," Ruka shouted, and just as Naruto was about to run, Mizuki's voice cut through the forest. "Naruto, do you want to know why the village hates you?" Mizuki asked, the menacing smirk never leaving his face. Naruto turned to him, waiting for an answer, and Hinata from her hiding place also wanted to hear this information. "Mizuki, don't, it's forbidden," Ruka shouted to his traitorous friend. "Shut up, Ruka," Mizuki shouted as he threw a giant shuriken at him, which embedded into Ruka's leg. "Now then, where was I? Oh yes, 12 years ago the Yondaime didn't kill the Kyuubi. He sealed it into a newborn baby. That baby was you. Don't you see? You're the Kyuubi reborn," Mizuki shouted as Naruto froze in terror as his life suddenly made sense. Hinata looked on, thinking that most of the villagers are idiots if they think Naruto is the Kyuubi. If a kunai is sealed in a scroll, does the scroll become the kunai? No. It's basic academy stuff. Mizuki pulled out 3 kunai. "And now I get to kill the demon," Mizuki shouted in pure glee. He threw the kunai at Naruto, who was still frozen. The sound of metal hitting flesh was heard and blood was spilled on the forest floor. The vision everyone saw was of Hinata standing in front of Naruto with 3 kunai on the right side of her back, barely missing her spine. She looked at Naruto in the eyes. "Hinata? Why? Why would you protect me?" I'm just a demon, Naruto asked. Naruto-kun, you are not a demon and don't ever think that. Hinata told him with a pained expression on her face. And the reason I did this was because I love you. Hinata confessed as she fell unconscious. Naruto stood there shocked at the girl's confession. Ruka also sat shocked at what happened. Mizuki just got ticked off. Looks like the demon's whore got in the way. Oh well, I'll just kill you two and take the scroll and the girl so I can have some fun with her. Hehe. Mizuki laughed evilly. Naruto's expression changed from shock to menacingly evil. Red chakra pulsed around Naruto, forming a red chakra shroud. Naruto formed a cross-hand seal with his index and middle finger on each hand. If you touch Ruka-sensei and Hinata-chan, the chakra burst outward and 200 shadow clones burst into creation from puffs of smoke, much to Ruka's shock. I'll kill you, Naruto snarled, with his eyes going from cerulean blue to red with a black slit for a pupil and his whisker marks darkening. Mizuki just threw his remaining shuriken at the clones and destroyed 10 of them. However, the rest of them burst into smoke as Naruto gripped his head in pain, screaming. Naruto's eyes flashed continuously from blue to red. Finally they stopped on blue and pulsed silver with the pupil shrinking. Hinata woke from Naruto's screaming and everyone looked at Naruto's eyes. The eyes had silver background with a small black pupil and 4 black rings in each eye, giving them a ripple-like pattern. The Hokage, who was watching all this from his crystal ball, became shocked at seeing the eyes as he recognized them from a legend. Naruto glared at Mizuki with the new eyes as he rushed at Mizuki with 6 cage bunshin that he created. The clones distracted Mizuki as he was blindsided by the original, who placed his hand on the top of Mizuki's head. He learned all Mizuki's memories and afterwards ripped Mizuki's soul from his body before passing out. Ruka and Hinata took Naruto and the scroll to the hospital, where they met up with the Hokage and Hyuga Hayashi, who is the head of the Hyuga clan and Hinata's father. He was there because of Hinata's involvement in this event and to talk to her about something. They brought Naruto to a hospital room and sat down to talk of what happened. Naruto woke up an hour later and noticed the Hokage, Ruka, Hinata, and Hayashi. Huh? What happened? Naruto-kun, we need to talk. The Hokage said in a serious voice. Naruto-kun, we need to talk. Sarutobi Hiruzen, the Sandaime Hokage, stated with full seriousness. He was wearing a white and red hori and had a red and white pointed hat with the kanji for fire on the front. Next to him was a man with long brown hair, white ties, and white robes. He was Hyuga Hayashi, head of the Hyuga clan and Hinata's father. About what, Gigi? Naruto asked as Hinata sat near the blonde. Hold on, Hokage-sama, may I please give Naruto something first? Ruka asked and the Hokage nodded. Naruto, close your eyes. Ruka told the boy. The boy closed his eyes. After a few seconds Ruka said to open them again. When Naruto opened his eyes he noticed Ruka no longer had his headband on. Naruto also noticed the smiles on the faces of the Hokage and Hinata. Congratulations, Naruto. I gave you my headband to show that you are now a Genin of Konoha. Naruto was nearly in tears of joy. Thank you, Ruka-sensei. Naruto the Hokage had in. There are still things that need to be discussed. Naruto nodded for the Hokage to continue. Okay, you and Hinata both discovered something that I was hoping to reveal only to Naruto. Naruto, you are the jailer to the Kyuubi, not the Kyuubi itself. Naruto nodded and so did Hinata. Now then, I guess since there's no way around it, I will explain why Naruto was chosen. Naruto was born the day of the attack and only a child can contain the Kyuubi, but not just any child. Only an Uzumaki can contain the demon. The Uzumaki were a clan of seal masters and swordsmen with huge chakra reserves. They had their own hidden village known Ueshiage no Sato, the Hidden 80 village, in Uzunokuni, Whirlpool Country. Everyone stared in shock at the Hokage for different reasons. Naruto for finding out he has a clan, Hinata for learning Naruto is from a clan, Ruka for forgetting of Ueshiage and forgetting to teach it because of the civilian council's orders, and Hayashi for remembering a particular Uzumaki he and his wife Hitomi were friends with. Naruto, your mother was from this village and she came here to become Kyuubi's jailer after Ueshio was destroyed. Naruto became saddened at the news of his clan basically being gone but perked up at hearing about his mother. Your mother's name was Uzumaki Kushina, the Akaichishio no Habanero, Red Hot Habanero, and aka no Shi, the Red Death, and she died the day you were born during Kyubai's attack. Hayashi nearly went into shock over hearing the name of his wife's friend, and then he remembered the person Kushina was close to. If he wasn't supposed to be dignified and composed, he would have face-palmed over realizing who Naruto's father was. She fell in love with your father Namikaze Minato, the Konoha no Kero Senkai ring, Konoha's yellow flash, and Yondaime Hokage. The Hokage said. Time seemed to freeze. Naruto, Hinata, and Ruka froze to hear who Naruto's father was. Tears streamed down Naruto's face. Why? Why did my own father seal the Kyuubi in me? Naruto asked, wondering why his own father would seal a demon in him. Why would your father seal Kyuubi into you? Simple. Even though he could ask another family to use their child, how could he ask someone else to do that to their child if he himself was not willing to do that to his own? And on top of that, you need Uzumaki blood to have the Kyuubi sealed into you. Naruto's tears dried and he nodded in understanding but still had some questions. Why tell me now? Naruto asked in genuine curiosity. The Hokage sighed. Honestly, I wasn't supposed to tell you until you reached Chunin level because you would be able to handle your father's enemies then, but some factors have recently come into play to divulge this early. The Hokage said. Such as? This was asked by Hinata surprisingly. Naruto, it seems you've unlocked a bloodline that neither of your parents had. The Hokage said, and everyone stared at him in shock, thinking he went crazy. I have a bloodline? Naruto asked in shock. Yes, Naruto, you seem to have unlocked the Rinnegan, the eyes of the Rikita Sennin. Hayashi and Ruka froze to hear that. They are familiar with the story of the father of ninjutsu. What's the Rinnegan? Naruto asked as Hinata also looked confused. Well, the Rinnegan is the Daijutsu, Ijutsu, of the original ninja, the Rikita Sennin, or the Sage of the Six Paths. He had the first Daijutsu and was the first person to ever use chakra. He was the original ninja and saved the world from a monster known as the Jobai, 10 Tails. The Jobai was the progenitor of the Bajuu, which the Rikita Sennin sealed inside himself and split the Jobai's chakra into 9 parts. By doing this, he created the Bajuu. He also birthed sons who fathered the Uchiha clan as well as the Senju clan. Naruto and Hinata were wide-eyed at the information. So how did I unlock them and what can they do? Naruto asked. I'm not sure how you unlock them. You could be the sage's reincarnation or it could be a gift from Kami for all I know. The Hokage said sadly. As for powers, the only things I know about it are you can see chakra but not on the scale of the Byakugan, have an affinity towards all 5 elements, and apparently you can rip people's souls out from their bodies. Everyone had dropped jaws from that. Then Naruto remembered something. Wait, I also know everything Mizuki knew. How's that even possible? He asked. The only thing I can think of is that you can learn people's thoughts and then rip out people's souls, but you have to be touching the person. The Hokage said. Wait, so Naruto has the Rinnegan and no one can teach him because the powers are unknown, so how could he possibly learn to use the powers? Ruka asked. I have an idea. Hayashi started getting everyone's attention. You said that the Kyuubi was created by the sage, right? The Hokage nodded. So all Naruto-san has to do is ask the Kyuubi what the powers are. Hayashi said like it was simple. Which it is, but there is one problem. Why would the Kyuubi tell him? Ruka asked. It's better than nothing, I say we at least try it. Naruto said. Everyone nodded, wondering if it would work. They told him in order to enter his mind all he had to do was meditate to enter. Naruto did just that and soon he was in his mindscape. Naruto opened his eyes and found himself in a large sewer filled with water. He walks through the corridors until he reaches a giant metal gate with a large piece of paper on the front that had the kanji for seal written on it. Naruto looks inside to find a giant fox with 9 tails sleeping. Hey fox, wake up! He shouted to the sleeping demon. Who dares to wake the mighty and all-powerful Kyuubi no Kitsune? He then caught a glimpse of Naruto. "Oh, it's just you. What do you want?" Kubai asked simply. Naruto just sweat drops at the casual and insulting remark. "Okay Kubai, I need information about my eyes. What can you tell me about them?" Naruto demanded. "Eyes? What eyes?" Kubai asked. Naruto then showed him the Rinnegan. Kubai, the nine-tailed demon fox, had his jaw drop at the eyes. How can you have Sans eyes?" Kubai asked. "I don't know, but what can you tell me about the powers?" Naruto asked. "With these eyes you have an affinity for all 5 elements, Inton, Yin release, Yoton, Yang release, and Onryoton, Yin Yang release. You also can use the 6 paths." Kubai said. 6 paths? Naruto asked confused. The 6 paths are Deva, Preta, human, animal, Asura, Naraka, and the outer path is a hidden 7th path that ties with Naraka. The Deva path gives you the power of gravity manipulation. Preta lets you absorb chakra. Human lets you absorb information from people as long as you are touching them, and you can also rip their souls out. Animal lets you have multiple summoning contracts, and you can even summon animals you don't have contracts with, but they will not have free will or remembrance of being summoned. Asura turns your body into mechanized armor and weapons. Naraka lets you summon a construct known as the King of Hell for interrogation purposes and revive the 6 paths themselves. The outer path uses the King of Hell to revive the dead by relinquishing souls back to their bodies. There is one more power, but you should tread lightly. It is called Bambutsu Sozo, creation of all things, Kubai explained. Naruto was wide-eyed and slack-jawed at the information, but something Kubai said was stuck in his mind. "Wait, you said revive the 6 paths themselves, what do you mean?" he asked the giant fox. "One of the powers of the Rinnegan is shared vision. If you use clones, they can have the Rinnegan as well as its powers, and you see what they see. If you use dead bodies, the same can be used for them. However, I think you using all 6 paths yourself would be better." Naruto nodded as his powers would be divided. "I mean, who wants that?" Meanwhile, in Omigakure no Sato, Hidden Rain Village, a shirtless man with red hair and needles protruding from his back due to the chair he was stuck to suddenly sneezed. Simultaneously, 6 people with orange hair and piercings on their bodies also sneezed. "Back to the mindscape. Thank you for the information," Kubai, Naruto said to the Bajuu. "Don't sweat it, Kit." The Bajuu told the boy. "Hey, why are you being so nice to me anyway?" Naruto asked. "Truth be told, you remind me of the sage, so I can't hate you. Besides, I actually have nothing against you or that blue-haired vixen of yours." Naruto blushed at the comment about Hinata because the fox knew he wanted to give her a chance. "The truth is, I like you, Kit. Not many have the gall to straight up demand answers from me without trying to make me a slave. So as an offer of good faith, I shall tell you my true name," Kubai said. "Wait, you have a name?" Naruto asked, shocked. Kubai sighed. "You know, everyone knows the Ikibi's true name, so why can't anyone believe the rest of us have names?" Kubai asked irritably, then he sighed. "Oh well, it can't be helped. My name is Kurama. Anyway, I have to tell you something later, but for now your time's up, Kit," Kubai said as Naruto disappeared. "That boy, he will be the one to unite us. I know it. I just hope the others will be ready when the time comes," Kubai thought. Naruto awoke to see Ruka and Hayashi speaking with the Hokage. Hinata was lying down next to him. When he rose up, Hinata awoke and everyone turned to him. He explained the other powers he has, and everyone had their eyes widened. The Hokage was the first one out of his shock. "I was originally going to put you on a team with Akaya Sasuke and Haruno Sakura, but I think I will have to change the teams up. So much paperwork," the Hokage complained. "Oh well, I'll see you tomorrow, Naruto-kun. Remember, team assignments are in 3 days," the Hokage said and left. Ruka also left, saying goodbye. The only people in the room were Naruto, Hinata, and Hayashi. "Hinata, can you please leave the room? I only wish to speak to Naruto-san," Hayashi said to his daughter. She reluctantly left, leaving the two alone. "Naruto-san, I wish to ask you a favor, but first I need to know what your intentions towards my daughter are," Hayashi calmly stated. Naruto looked rather scared. And who wouldn't after having a girl's father ask that to you? Well, I would like to get to know her and feel the same way about her as she does me. Naruto said to Hayashi. Very well, my favor is quite simple. Hinata cannot stay at the Hyuga compound for her safety as the elders will try to kill her. So my favor is that she lives with you. Hayashi told the boy. Naruto was shocked but nodded. I accept this request, Hayashi-sama. Naruto stated determinedly. Good, but know this: you do anything, and I mean anything inappropriate at all to her, and I will juken, gentle fist, your reproductive organs, and then I will have a medic heal them. To repeat the process until I grow bored and castrate you with the family sword. Am I clear? He threatened Naruto with a Byakugan enhanced glare. CC Crystal Hayashi-sama. Naruto stuttered out fearfully. Good. I'll be going now, and I will tell my daughter of what we discussed outside. I'll come by your apartment tomorrow with her things. Hayashi then left. About 3 minutes later, Hinata came in with a red face. So your father told you about the moving in with me? Naruto asked. Hinata shyly nodded. Hinata, Naruto started. Did you mean what you said? He asked her. I meant every word, Naruto-kun. She replied determinedly. Okay, then I can't say that I love you, but I want to give us a chance. Okay, Hinata-chan? Hinata blushed at the honorific and nodded her head. Then how about tomorrow we have a date? He asked. Yes. I mean that would be wonderful. She said, smiling. Naruto smiled at her. Naruto got up from the bed and left the hospital with Hinata. As they went to Naruto's apartment, they ignored the glares he got. When they reached the apartment, they saw how messy it was, and Naruto decided to use his Kage Bunshins, shadow clones, to help clean up. It was night when they finished. Hinata decided to stay over, sleeping on the couch even though Naruto offered her his bed. 2 hours after they went to bed, Hinata woke extremely uncomfortable on the couch. She went into Naruto's room and woke him up. Hinata-chan? What's wrong? He groggily asked. I can't sleep, and I was wondering if I could sleep with you? She asked shyly and blushing up a storm. Naruto also blushed but nodded. Sure, Hinata-chan. He said. She climbed into his bed under the blankets and snuggled against Naruto. Thank you, Naruto-kun, she said before closing her eyes and drifting off to sleep. No, Hinata-chan, thank you for showing me that I can truly know care, Naruto thought as he drifted off to sleep, embracing the girl next to him. Naruto awoke to a warmth at his side, huddled against him. He opened his eyes and noticed Hinata lying next to him, hugging him in her sleep. He smiled at the girl embracing him as she slept. Unfortunately, he felt a dark presence loom over him. He turned his head and saw his front door unlocked. But that wasn't what scared him. Oh no. What scared him was the figure in the doorway. Hinata's father, Hyuga Hayashi. And his Byakugan enhanced glare sent shivers to Naruto's very core. Hayashi lunged at Naruto, smoldering anger in his eyes. Naruto jumped out of the bed as Hayashi chased him. The commotion woke Hinata up. When her eyes opened, she noticed her father strangling Naruto in pure anger. Picture Homer Simpson strangling Bart. Teet-san, what are you doing? She asked in shock as her father strangled the one she loved. This little brat is going to die. I warned him not to do anything I deemed inappropriate, and he already screwed it up. He shouted, facing his daughter but still strangling Naruto. Father, we didn't do anything. I asked if I could sleep in his bed as I was uncomfortable on the couch. She said. This didn't really help as Hayashi was still pissed after that explanation. He made you sleep on the couch? I'll kill him. Hayashi yelled, increasing the strength of his wringing of Naruto's neck. Father, stop. Hinata shouted. This took Hayashi aback as his daughter never shouted. Never. I chose to sleep on the couch even though he offered me his bed. I couldn't sleep, so I asked if we could share the bed. Now please stop strangling Naruto-kun. She exclaimed, and Hayashi realized he was still strangling the boy. He then let go of the boy's neck, letting him fall to the floor. Naruto was catching his breath. Meanwhile, Kurama, who woke up to the commotion, was laughing his ass off. I would like to apologize for that, Naruto-san. It seems I had a slight overreaction. Hayashi stated as if he hadn't just strangled a boy. This caused Naruto, Hinata, and Kurama to think in deadpan that was just a slight overreaction for him. "I accept your apology, Hayashi-sama," Naruto stated, bowing. Hayashi nodded. "I just came to drop off Hinata's belongings and noticed the door open, so I was just going to bring them inside, but I got sidetracked," he explained. They nodded. "Now if you'll excuse me, I must get back. I assume you can handle moving everything." They nodded. "Good, I'll be off, and remember what I said, Naruto, don't do anything. And I mean anything," he said as he left. Naruto breathed a sigh of relief. "Hinata, your dad scares me," he said. Hinata just nodded her head in understanding. "Well, might as well get everything in the house," Naruto said. Naruto put his fingers in a cross seal. "Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, Shadow Clone Jutsu," he said, creating 10 clones. Hinata and him then went to bring the stuff inside along with the clones. After about 2 hours of bringing stuff in and putting them away, they finished. Naruto looked towards the clock and saw it was only 10 o'clock. "Hey Hinata, want to get some breakfast?" he asked. She nodded. They left the apartment and went to Ikiraku's for ramen, as not many places will let Naruto eat there. Hinata grew rather annoyed by that, as the whole kibai thing is rather stupid to be hated for. As they were walking, they ignored the glares directed their way and the whispers, which were, "The demon has a girlfriend. Just great. And the demon's got a whore from the Hyuga clan." This actually pissed off Naruto, as he was tempted to rip the souls out of those idiots. Hinata saw this and held his hand, smiling to calm him down. Naruto saw Hinata's smile and he instantly came back to normal as they walked to Ikiraku's. When they got there, they were greeted by Ikirakutoki and his daughter Ayame. Naruto ordered beef ramen and Hinata ordered chicken ramen. They sat eating and talking, getting to know each other. Naruto found out she was the girl he saved from bullies when they were 3 and that he was her inspiration. They also found out each other's likes, dislikes, and hobbies. After an hour, Naruto paid for their food and left, going to a training ground so they can train. Hinata worked on her Jukenkitas while Naruto worked on his Rinnegan powers, and with some scrolls from the library that he borrowed, he worked on some elemental jutsu. Hinata found out that due to her natural flexibility, she did not have the aptitude to use the standard Juken. So she started to create a form using her natural flexibility and calls the version Ja-O, gentle step, which relies on spins and is akin to dancing mixed with fighting. Naruto was able to get Shinra Tensei, Almighty Push, and Bensho Tenin, Universal Pull, of the Deva Path power down to its basics. He also started using Kage Bunshin for his training in the elements and chakra control, which were from the scrolls he got while he worked on his other Rinnegan powers. After 4 hours of training, Hinata was decent enough to hold off Chunin with her new style, while Naruto, thanks to Kurama's memories, was able to help him select a Taijutsu style that Naruto calls Kitsunigan, Fox Fist, which relies on speed and acrobatics. The style is basically speed and acrobatics combined with hard strikes. Similar to Goken, Strong Fist, but different stance and style itself. Naruto could probably hold off a few Chunin with that alone, but combining the style with his amount of Kage Bunshin and he can overwhelm some Jonin. Naruto also started to learn elemental jutsu, starting with wind jutsu. By the time their training ended at 7 o'clock, Naruto, thanks to his use of clones, was able to learn the leaf cutting exercise and how to use the chakra absorption power of Prita Path. Hinata worked on her form and created a move called Ja-O, Kutenahira no Sudaraki, gentle step, 9 palm strikes, which is used to hit 9 tenketsu, chakra points, on an opponent while simultaneously dodging an opponent's attacks. They called it a day for training and went shopping for food. They then went back to the apartment around 7, where they ate a dinner that Hinata cooked. The dinner was baked chicken with salt, copyright add vegetables over white rice. They sat, ate, and talked for an hour before they decided to go to bed with each other yet again, as they fell asleep and wrapped in an embrace. Meanwhile, at the Hyuga compound, the clan head Hyuga Hayashi had a sudden urge to strangle a certain blonde with whisker marks on his face and had no idea why. Said blonde shivered in his sleep, The next day Naruto and Hinata went to the Hokage Tower after breakfast to take their ninja registration license photos. After taking their photos, which Naruto didn't do anything stupid for fear of what Hinata would do to him. After training for one day with her, he learned that he will not even try to piss her off for fear of a Juken strike to the groin. And since they are now dating and living together, she became confident due to having approval from the one she wants to get it from. He also learned she has a sadistic side to her that she gained from her father. Also, Kurama explained the powers Naruto gets from him to both of them, so Hinata could basically pummel him and he would come back without a scratch, so she can repeat the process. After the photos, the little boy with spiky brown hair wearing a gray helmet, yellow shirt, gray shorts, and a blue scarf wrapped around his neck ran into the room and tried to throw a shuriken at the Hokage, only to trip over his scarf and proceeded to blame Naruto. Then a man in a blue jumpsuit, a bandana version of the Konoha headband and sunglasses came in, helping the boy up while glaring at Naruto. "Why'd you trip me?" the boy yelled to Naruto. "Gigi, who is this brat?" Naruto asked the Hokage as he gripped the boy by the collar. Hinata also was curious. "That's my grandson Konohamaru," the Hokage said, sighing. "Brat, put down the honorable grandson now." The sunglasses-wearing man yelled at Naruto. He apparently couldn't tell the difference between a kunai and a scroll it's sealed into. "Ha! What are you going to do now that you know who my grandfather is?" Konohamaru asked smugly. "I don't care if he's your grandmother, Daibao," Naruto exclaimed as he punched him on the top of his head and then left with Hinata following behind. "Don't worry, honorable grandson, you do not need to associate with that trash. I'm an elite Jonin and can put you on the path to becoming Hokage," the sunglasses-wearing Jonin said. And then he realized that Konohamaru was gone. What? Where'd he go? "I think he went to follow Naruto and Hinata," the Hokage stated. "What? After Naruto?" the Jonin yelled as he ran out the door like he was being chased by a giant snake. Oddly enough, a purple-haired woman at a dango shop in Konoha sneezed along with a sickly pale man and a gray-haired teenager with glasses who were living underground, just as this was thought by people. Meanwhile, in the village, Naruto and Hinata were walking along when they noticed they were being followed by the Hokage's grandson, who was rather poorly disguised, including a blanket made to look like the color of the fence but forgot to cover his legs as it only covered half of him. They continued onward until they got tired of being followed. They turned around and noticed they were followed by a square rock with eye holes. They both sweat dropped and Naruto finally had enough. "Oh, for the love of crap, we know you're there!" Naruto shouted. The rock burst into a white cloud of smoke and the Hokage's grandson Sarutobi Konohamaru emerged. "Aha! Just what I would expect of you. Okay, you will train me as your apprentice." Konohamaru said. "What?" Naruto and Hinata said at the same time. "You heard me, you will train me so I can defeat my grandfather and become Hokage." He stated like it was simple. "Look kid, I'm not training you. I have too much stuff to do," Naruto said. "Come on, I heard you once used a technique that knocked him out. At least teach me that one," Konohamaru begged. Naruto looked deep in thought, thinking what technique he used to knock out the Hokage. Then his eyes flashed in realization. "You want me to teach you the Oiroku no Jutsu, sexy jutsu? Well, I don't see why." Naruto was cut off by a feeling of pure terror that both Naruto and Konohamaru felt. They turned to see Hinata with a sickly sweet smile. "Naruto, are you planning on teaching him that jutsu?" she asked sweetly, and if you looked behind her you could see the visage of the Shinigami and for some reason a red-headed woman with her hair divided into 9 parts looking like tails standing up. Meanwhile, in the afterlife, a red-headed woman sneezed. "I get the sense that my son has incurred the use of a woman's ultimate technique. The face of 1,000 screaming souls no jutsu. Oh, the poor boy." Back on Earth, Naruto and Konohamaru started to shake in pure terror. "Oh, of course I won't teach him that just to Hinata-chan," Naruto said in pure terror. "Good," she said, releasing her hold of terror. "I'm going to go home. I will see you later, Naruto-kun." She then left, leaving the boys alone. Naruto then, against his better judgment and thanks to some coercing from Konohamaru, decided to teach Konohamaru the technique after some escapades, including reading dirty magazines and peeking in bathhouses. After hours of training, Konohamaru got the technique down, transforming into a naked female version of himself. Then the sunglasses wearing Jonin found them. "Honorable grandson, get away from that delinquent." The Jonin said to Konohamaru. "No, Ebisu-sensei, I'm actually learning so I can become Hokage and be acknowledged," Konohamaru said. "Come now, honorable grandson, and I can teach you the shortcuts of being Hokage." There are no shortcuts to becoming Hokage. If Konohamaru doesn't want to go, he doesn't have to go. Naruto stated. "Stay out of this, brat," Ebisu told Naruto. "Come, honorable grandson, a Hokage needs to know thousands of jutsu. You don't even know one," he stated. "Oiroku no jutsu," Konohamaru said, transforming into a naked girl, which did nothing to affect Ebisu. "How dare you use such a distasteful jutsu? Come now, honorable grandson." He ordered. It didn't work? Konohamaru looked shocked. Naruto was just annoyed. He created 20 Kage Bunshin and combined them with the Oiroku no jutsu, creating the Harem no jutsu. Ebisu shot backwards with a massive nosebleed due to him being a closet pervert. Naruto and Konohamaru parted ways, with Konohamaru declaring they were rivals for the Hokage position. Naruto went home, and when he reached the door he shivered at Hinata's sweet smile. "Naruto-kun, I got a message from Hokage-sama about you teaching Konohamaru-kun the Oiroku no jutsu. I thought I told you not to teach him that jutsu," she said sweetly. Naruto shivered and noticed the same visages from earlier appeared yet again. "Run, Naruto-kun," she warned, and Naruto ran out of there. That night was filled with screams of pain and torture throughout the elemental nations. The Tsuchikage went white as a sheet of paper, the Mizukage shivered uncontrollably, the Hokage hovered certain parts of his body, the Kazekage dropped in a dead faint due to sympathy pain, and the Raikage jumped out the window from fear. Men were shivering. A redhead and Tsunagakure no Sato was being warned by his mother to stay the hell away from. Who could do this? Hayashi was shivering, yet for some odd reason feeling proud of his daughter. A blonde woman with her hair in two tails and a large bosom was feeling proud of some woman somewhere. A man with long spiky white hair who was peeking on woman in a bathhouse was shaking uncontrollably due to fear of who was causing extreme pain to a fellow pervert. And finally, in a different universe, a teddy bear in Karakura town started to feel sorry for someone he never even met who was being killed by a woman for doing something perverted. Naruto was able to escape this ordeal without any significant damage to his reproductive organs thanks to his healing factor from Kurama, which Hinata knew about, which is why she attacked him, as she knew the damage would be healed. He also learned never to anger Hinata again, and never disobey her orders again.